Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've been creating some little buttons here with various different effects. We've got one new pop-up, it's going to pop up a video for you. Got one where you hover over it, it's going to change colors. We got one with dual lines. We did one the other day where you hover over it, it grows and has a box shadow as if it's popping out towards you. Today we're going to do this dual line one with a little icon. And this is a custom button. We're making this out of a Blurb module. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the visual builder so we can build on the front end. Once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. I've got a row here with 2 columns. I'm simply going to add a Blurb module to this second column. Divi comes as standard with all these modules here. Plenty enough to build any site. But I'm going to use a blurb for this today purely because it's got an icon built into it. So if I scroll up, here's a generic blurb module. Put in whatever you want on your button here. This is going to be the top line. I'm using the title for this today. And then whatever you want to have underneath. Say 20% off today only. So there's the 2 lines we're going to have right there. Image and icon. I'm going to go down below and I'm going to hit the little switch that says use icon. Now we can go down and choose an icon. Whatever icon you want to put in there is absolutely fine. I'll use just a simple one that I've got here. But you've got all the elegant themes icons to choose from here. Now because it's a button, you're going to want to link it somewhere or to take your visitors somewhere. So I'm going to go into link, and rather than doing the title, I'm going to do the whole module. Just put your link in there. Best practices as usual, if you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off site to Amazon or somewhere, put it in a new tab so your site stays open. Alright, well let's go in and we'll give it a background next. So the background's just below. I'm going to use a gradient. Hit the little plus sign. I'll leave that blue at the top. Let's put purple in at the bottom. That's fine. Great. Well, you can change your gradient types. We're using a straight linear one at the moment, which I'll probably leave it on, but you can do a radial if you want to. Simply select radial and it emanates out from the middle there. And if you mess with the start and end position, you can get some crazy effects. You don't have to have it in the center, you can have it from the right or the left. As you can see, it's doing that. But if I put it back on center there, if you wanted to, you can play with the start and end positions and get some crazy effects going on here. You can actually segregate the two colors into shapes if you want to, something like that. But I'm happy with mine to be the regular linear, but you have got some nice options there. Great. Now when folks hover over it, I want it to change color. So I'm going to go up, and it's common to most Divi modules. Hover over the dark writing there and you'll find a little arrow. If there's a little arrow there, it'll let you have a desktop state when your mouse is not on it and a hover state when your mouse is on it. When the mouse is on it on the hover state, I'm going to change the color. I'm going to kind of flip it. I'm going to make it purple on the top. And let's make it black on the bottom. There we go. So it's going to be that color when the mouse is on it. This color when the mouse is not on it. Fantastic. Okay, so we've done just about everything I want to do in our content tab here. Let's go over to our design tab because I want to pop that icon over to the left hand side. So I'm going to go design, image and icon. Well, I'm going to make it white so it stands out. Obviously you make it whatever color you want. Down here, image icon placement. I'm going to place it on the left. And it gets a lot smaller and pops it on the left there. And if you want to make it bigger, you can use icon font size if you want to. But I'm going to leave mine just like that. Okay, I'm going to go into the text. I'm going to make everything light in color so we can read it. There we go. Now I'm going to try and adjust the title and body text with line height so they're more central. That icon becomes more central. So I've gone into the title text. Obviously, like with any other Divi module, you've got hundreds and hundreds of fonts to choose from here. Just hover over one, it'll show you an example, and there literally are hundreds. I'm going to leave mine on the default. Let's make the title perhaps semi-bold, a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm going to go down to line height here, and I'm going to take it down with the little arrows to the right hand side just to squish them up a little closer to each other. 0.7, and we'll do the opposite or something similar with the actual body text down below, which is the 20% off. So we can roll down body text, and of course you can give these two lines different colors if you want to in here also. So again, I'm going to go down to the line height, and let's take it down a bit until it starts looking how we want it. We'll try that. That may be a little too close, but what we're going to do is add some padding left, right, top and bottom. So let's get out of here. Here's the body text, and we want to go to sizing. My button, I don't want my button to be as crazy long as that. Go into sizing, we'll go down to width, and let's try 200 pixels. Obviously you put in whatever size works for the amount of content you've got in yours. I think that's going to work. We may have to change that if we add a bit of padding. And I want it to be in the center of the row. That's great. Now let's go down to our spacing and add a little padding. Spacing. And let's try giving it 10 pixels all round. Just put in the 10, it'll put in the pix. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. And we'll try it with 10 left and right. Yeah, that's going to work fine. Great. Now if you want to, you can give it slightly rounded corners with borders right here. I'm in the border drop down. For slightly rounded corners, give it 4 or 5 pixels. And as you can see, it's got slightly rounded corners. Obviously, if you want more rounded, give it more. Or if you want it to be pill shaped, give it about 50 or so. And you've got a pill shape button there. But I'm going to leave mine as just slightly rounded. Let's give it 3. There we go. That's going to work fine. Now you can add box shadow if you want to your button. That's in box shadow just down below there. There we go. So I'm happy with that. If we've done everything correctly, that should now work for us. Let's save the changes. Save the page changes. And let's exit the visual builder. Roll on down. There's our little button right there. Let's hover over him. There we go. And it's changing to the other gradient. We've got our little icon, 2 lines of text, and a link. So there you go, guys. That's how to create a button with icon and 2 lines of text. Really easy to do, no coding involved. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.